天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け燃やせ壊せフィアットの時代は終わったぜ鎖は切れた金はコースポストはクラッとタクがブーストビットコインが王座を奪い銀行不要自由を奪回中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開けるコインが王座を奪い均衡不要自由をバック中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開ける火が燃える煙が舞う AI が仕事を奪うだが俺らは止まらない新世界に火を灯す負けろもは炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け燃やせ壊せフィアットの時代は終わったぜ鎖は
What's the second button? There is no second pass.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Chaos, the one and only, the one and only, one that's actually active. Full of chaos. How's it going, guys? Cliff is here. Whoa! And my buttons aren't working. Why is it every time? How's it going, guys? How's it going? Thanks again, Cliff, for the $20 super chat. When the buttons don't work. Yeah. That's how that works. Yes, thank you so much, Cliff. Bullish, we're dancing with the chaos tonight, guys. Dancing with the chaos. Hopefully you can hear me. Yes, at least the microphone's working. All right, let's see if I can get the buttons back to working again. Had, of course, a little bit of computer problems as usual. At least once a week. And we are back. Yes, baby, we are back. Tito's alert. Look away. Woo-wee. Let's get a little bit of that in here. Yeah. Thanks again, Cliff. Shout out to you. We're starting off the party tonight. Let's go. Winning.
You may even get tired of winning.
Yeah.
You say, please, too much winning.
Too much winning. Here we go again, guys. Another day of winning. All right, let's get back to it. How you guys doing? Of course, you guys know This is Crypto Otaku. I'm back again. Another night, another crazy night of chaos with the Chaos crew. Bitcoin sitting at 76 and plus, ripping to a bull flag. We're of course going to look into this in a second. Let's get to it. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here and get the show going. Of course, where you guys come for the news, but you stay for the chaos. 76,300 right now on BTC. Ooh, of course, calling again for a baseline bear. You know what? This is a good pullback. I like where we ended up today, of course, where we ended up today at the end of the beginning of today's open. It's not bad. It's not bad. We finally actually landed on top of this area. We almost did a similar move that we've seen back here. Not as grandiose, but you know what? We'll take it. Again, we haven't really had a real consolidation still, just yet. Just nothing but parabolic the entire month of April. Entire month of April is just nothing but up and to the right, guys. Up and to the right. Most of it's been higher, of course, than the trend line. It's ridiculous. Look at this entire month. Ridiculous. Now we're on the course the 21st day. All right, guys. What else is new? Right? What else is new? I want to be wrong. I told you I kept putting the carnelian on the altar to be wrong. We just cannot. It's tired of winning, guys. I'm so damn tired of winning. All right, let's get to it. Let's start with, of course, the pleasantries. How you guys doing in the house? We got Fat Sonic here. Is that like Obama, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic? I forget the whole damn thing. It's so stupid.
What are you, stupid?
How's it going, Fat Sonic? I do like Fat Uganda Knuckles better. So wild to have so much chaos tonight, says Cliff. Thanks again, Cliff, for that $20 super chat right out the gate. Orange, of course, is the best color. Thank you, my friend. Gotta get on that Linux. Gotta get that Linux. What else? Gamma God says, good evening, Otaku and Chaos family. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this money. Yes, Strawberry Dragon's also here. Of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. That's, of course, strawberry. We do love our strawberry dragon. Good evening, Chaos. Hey, yo. How's it going, Chaos crew? How's it going, A guy in the house? And here we go. Here we go, guys. Oh, everything, not everything, but Bitcoin's up to the right. That's always good. Let's get into, all the stuff and things tonight. There's a lot to get into. As always. A lot more of it, of course, so most of it is, of course, just sitting out over there on the real news platform on X. We'll get into that, of course, later in the show. All right, U.S. National Debt. We're taking a look at the, just a health check on Bitcoin. See what's going on with the order books tonight, as we always do every single day. Morning and night. Quick little crypto weatherman I am, I guess. All right, here we are. Wow, look at that huge level right now on the chart to basically defend Bitcoin at 75,700. It's got to be 800. It's going to end up either rounding up to up or down, 8 or 6, right? 8 or 6. And then, of course, the overall volume is in the bulls' favor, but not by much. 14 billion against 13.8 billion in total volume. We are having the bears attempting to defend 76,500 right now. Not very structurally driven. So, looking pretty exciting tonight. We are seeing, of course, a little bit of that setup all the way up to probably 78K. Nah, that's not even 78K. It's probably 77, 78. No, that might be getting close. No, we're nowhere near close. This would be about 6.5, 6.8. I have to go back to the chart and take a look where we were at the beginning of the day, where we fell from. Let's take a look. So that would be somewhere right around 76.8, 76.9, almost 77K. Pretty much right on the dot right there. The Bears are setting up that for another. It's a little bit off the screen there, but I'm sure it's loading. All right, overall, how are we doing? Well, up until right now, this very moment where we just went live, we were actually kind of falling down here on the daily. It was actually starting to be a little more bullish with most of the open orders, going lower, right? I showed you this morning. It was looking bullish on every single time frame. Now you just pretty much have the weekly and the monthly looking more bullish right now, not the daily. So short term, not looking very bullish. We still have a lot of macro things to get through, but we did get at least Kevin Warsh sworn in today, right? That's a plus, right? A tiny little micro pill full of certainty. Not as good as the orange pills, guys. Don't forget that. Yeah, you get a piece of this Bitcoin before it's too late. And of course, in order to do that, you got to take the orange pill. Take the orange pill, guys. You have two options. You take the orange pill or you don't. That's it. That's it.
What are you, stupid?
All right. That's pretty much Bitcoin right now, guys. It's looking at least very, very, very short term bullish. It's not even registering in the order books yet on the 24-hour. All right, long term, of course, we're always bullish. So let's take a look and see what else is going on tonight. U.S. national debt, of course, continuing to go higher as Bitcoin goes higher. Fun. How that's so correlated. It's nonsense, right? So silly. 39 trillion, 147 billion, 623 million dollars. Of course, sitting on U.S. national debt. Of course, today can't stop, won't stop printing that money. It's so funny because I always say that, and someone actually doubled down on that. I think it was Lawrence Lepard. I think he actually said that too. Can't stop, won't stop. They won't. They can't. It's impossible. I thought, dang it, it's doing this again. Or I share them and they don't really share them. Okay. Well, I'll dig through it later and I'll probably find something close. Jeez, I'll find something. Stop. Lawrence Lepard quoted James Lavish, can't stop, won't stop. U.S. Treasury projected to buy back another $15 billion of its own debt this week, equaling the largest Treasury buyback in history. We've been covering this now for a week, right? About a week. Yeah, it's coming. And that's just a tiny little fraction of what they print. Of course, guys, we print about $8 billion every single day just to keep the government open. Every single day. All right, moving on. Will Virginia restricting the referendum pass? That's the #1 thing right now on Polymarket, of course, brought to you by Polygon, Layer 2 on Ethereum. U.S.-Iran permanent peace deal by June 30th, sitting at 65%. Any other macro things we're looking at here? Of course, we're looking at, aliens be confirmed, a 21% chance before the end of the year. We're supposed to get a meeting on alien disclosure sort of thing that the Trump administration has pushed to May. So we should be getting something. I don't know if they're going to confirm alien biologics or not. Still looking at no change, of course, 99%. No change for Fed decision in April. All right. That's, of course, next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. The following Wednesday. Clarity Act signed the law now, sitting at a coin flip. Still, I clipped it this morning. It wasn't good, guys. It was last night. I don't know. Maybe it was last night.
Are you stupid?
Let's do it again. Yay. Well, that's at least heads. I don't think so. All right, moving on. Fear and Greed is sitting today, closing today at 68. About 3 or 6 points. Was it? We were sitting at 73. Yeah. About 5 points lower than we were this morning. And sitting at the Crypto Fear and Greed right now, we've got 33 in Fear. They're pretty much the same spot we were this morning. Let me reload it. Of course, refresh it. And we're down 1 point since I started setting up for the live stream. All right, 98.36 on the Dixie. That's where we ended up today. A little higher than I was expecting. I was hoping to see a rejection after 98.25. Instead, we got a little bit of a rally. That sucks. Kind of funny because, of course, Bitcoin rallying with dollar on the same day. It's not always, definitely not always something you see every day. Okay, let's take a look at the daily on Crypto Bubbles, guys. Looking for any assets that are oversold today for you to take a look at. Maybe, could be a good opportunity here in the top 200 assets. DXC is down 13% on a single day, continuing its sell-off. Venice down 6.5%. Is that Canton? Yeah, Canton Network is now down 5.3% on a single day. Could be a good time to buy in on some Canton if you're waiting for a pullback. It's been nothing but up and to the right since its release, right? Could be a good time. Looking at the weekly here, Rave is now down 90%. We've been playing this, man. I made another $250 today on it. I got excited. I'm just like, you know what? It's got some momentum. I'm going to throw like $1,000 at it. Boom. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. All right. So that's Rave DAO still coming back again, back to life again. Now sitting at 1.6 on Rave DAO. Be careful, guys, with that one. That one is, a dumpster fire. Okay, anything else happening here? Not really. Layer 0 is down 17%, and that is it. The only thing really oversold right now that does not Rave. And then we're looking at the monthly. Looking at Siren down 70%. Down 70% on Siren. Speaking of meme coins, real meme coins, Siren's down 70%. There's not a single thing oversold 30% or more, especially with real utility. Not in the top 100, guys. Sorry. Nothing to see here. Just Canton down on the day a little bit, 5%. Looking at the top 200, the same thing over here. We got a Kosh. That's on the monthly. Damn it. That's on the monthly. Damn it.
What are you, stupid?
All right, on the weekly here, we got Comp. That's Compound. We haven't seen this one here for too long in the top 200. I don't think so. Looks like within the last month they popped back in on Comp, but we just haven't seen any action out of it. It's probably been there for a little longer. So let's Comp down 12% on the single day. That's the biggest mover we got today. On the weekly, we're looking for anything that's 15, 20%. XPL, that's still bleeding. That's yes. Plasma. Plasma's still bleeding down 23%. Again, look at that's the only thing that's oversold right now on the weekly. On the monthly, Kite is the only thing you got on the top 200, guys. It looks like all of the bottom is starting to present itself. It seems like we're rounding it off and finding the floor. As it's just about again, we confirmed it 2 months ago. It's about $200 billion is going in and out of the same things. All right, IP story. A close runner-up, not really close enough, but you, of course, have been shouting off from rooftop. We've made money on it here before and continue to make money on it. I'm making money on it right now. I just bought another bag at 50 cents with you guys this morning, right? Yeah. Now sitting at 51.72. All right, last time it ripped up to about, 6.3? Yeah, we, of course, got a little bit off the table. All right, moving on. I'll be doing the same thing again, probably with that last bag I threw in there. We'll do it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's literally it, guys. You got nothing. You got Kite, Canton only on the day, and runner-up being IP Story, and yeah. I wish there was more, guys. You're running out of time.
I'd buy that for $1.
Not financial advice. All right, moving on. Market cap dominance for Bitcoin still sitting right around 60%. Send it away, Seller.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous, stupid. Right?
And it still is. It still is the majority of the entire market cap of crypto. Yes. The market cap of crypto right now sitting at 2.55 trillion. We've pretty much been hovering around here all day. A little up, a little down, but pretty much right on that target. This target scares me, guys. The last 2 times we hit this, we have fallen to $2.19 trillion market cap. So take that with what you will. Prepare as a coordinate. I've got a foot in and a foot out, always in crypto, always. Let's take a look and see what else we got going on here in the top 100. Looking for anything, of course, moving the top 10. Nothing really new to see there. Again, I've been telling you guys day after day that Tether now is sitting at all-time highs in terms of market cap. They're either getting ready to deploy capital into new assets, crypto assets, digital assets, which I'd probably be rallying into, like, the Clarity Act type of thing, which is in preparation. If we get closer to $200 billion, and we're not talking about full-blown recession, world recession, or something like that, then maybe I believe it. But yeah, all the crazy stuff we're hearing every day, it's hard to believe. I just don't know. I don't see it just yet. Maybe a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. And you guys know how perma bullish I am. I just don't believe anything we're seeing right now. All right, so that's what's going on with Tether right now, still sitting at all-time high on the market cap. So watch that carefully, guys. Typically it would be that there's just nothing happening, right? Everyone's going back to Tether, but the market cap is obviously bigger than it was before, with that included. With it's 2 different things. Anyway, looking at the top 20 on the outskirts here, anything happening here? Hyperliquid, nope, nothing's changed. Hyperliquid still changing, holding number 10, and Cardano still holding number 12. Leo down in the middle there, and the top 20 with Zcash still in holding that same spot. All right, moving on. CoinGlass, of course, bringing me my favorite metric to share with you guys every single day, regardless of whether Bitcoin's up or down. This is how much Bitcoin's left on exchanges, guys. We're sitting at a brand new record low for the amount left on exchanges. Having a little bit of a baby bump, but we did touch 2.4 million Bitcoin left on exchanges, guys. Again, more and more record lows on exchanges every single day, because you can only produce 450, and Mike Lasser is buying like an average now of like 50 to 80,000 coins a month, right? 50,000. It's a stupid number, man. It's a stupid number. It's like I think it's like 30 to 40,000 coins this year per month. This year, it's ridiculous. You can't go on doing this, guys. just cannot do that forever. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Don't forget to get Bitcoin before it's all going, guys. I can say, remind you every day. All right, we can skip some of this stuff tonight, and don't forget to also join the Chaos Crew, guys. I will see you on the other side on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the after live streams over there, where of course you can participate on the mic with everyone else. Also don't forget to ask the questions you need answered for your portfolio, because we have, of course, a great team over there to help assist you. And I don't hurt, I don't bite, at least not too hard. Okay. Let's catch up with you guys, and we're gonna get into some of the news, see what else is going on in our space. 76,400 on a rip since the foreign market open. They want to buy some Bitcoin tonight. Okay, what do we got in the chat? Milk Money, happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you as well. Thanks again for all the chaos and flames in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, guys. The buttons. Oh no, Cliff's going into central casting again. No. Geez, how's it going, Chaos Crew? How's it going tonight? Gamma Goddess, yes. Strawberry A Guy, of course, shout out to Cliff and Easy as well. Happy Tuesday. Ben in the house. How's it going, Ben? The Crypto Otaku caught the whole intro to now. Cut? What? I don't know what you mean by that, Cliff. But cheers, my friend. Milk Money says, what's going on, everyone? Happy Taco Tuesday. Aliens disclosure. You talking about the central casting allegedly? Yeah, probably. You're going back into the central casting again. Yes, Milk Money with all the fires and flames, of course, spreading the chaos throughout YouTube. Thank you so much, Milk Money. Spicy tacos tonight. I had a taco story today. I can't say it. I can't share that story here on the live. Anyway, too spicy. About a girl I dated once. Okay. Then the government disclosure directed by Spielberg himself. Yes, that movie comes out as well this summer, right after we have our alleged May 1st disclosure event. Very, very coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences, guys. Fat Sonic says, interesting. Hype is effing me in this entire year. Every time I try to trade it, I give up on Hyper Liquid, says Fat Sonic. All right, guys. Let's get back to the news. What do we got today? Now caught up with the chat. The U.S. Army is evaluating Bitcoin for national defense applications. News emerged today that we've got that crazy story to cover. It has emerged that the United States military views Bitcoin as not only a financial asset, but also a cyber defense tool from national security perspective. The issue was formally raised today at the Indo-Pacific hearing for the U.S. Senate Armed Forces Services Committee. You guys know that they're probably just using that as a crutch to try to get this damn thing passed faster, because it is a threat to national security. That's, of course, what they have said to try to get the Clarity Act passed. Commander Samuel Paparo of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command Union, Indo-PACOM, stated that the Bitcoin could play a significant role in cybersecurity, particularly due to its proof-of-work mechanism. Paparo said that Bitcoin is a reality beyond its economic aspects. It offers very important computer science applications in terms of cybersecurity. The main problem highlighted by U.S. officials is that the cost of an attack in cyberspace is almost zero, while an attack in the traditional warfare requires significant economic and physical costs. Cyber attacks can be carried out at very low cost, and it creates a wide range of threats, from spam campaigns to ransomware. Related to news, Trump's Fed chairman nominee Kevin Warsh testifies before the Senate. Will he sell his crypto assets? I wouldn't, but maybe they're gonna force him to. And the fine print of the new Clarity Act bill. In this context, Bitcoin's proof of work system has potential to create a measurable physical cost in cyberspace for the first time. The system requires real energy to be expended to verify each transaction or signal, and then theoretically necessitates that the attacker bears a tangible cost for each attempt. The academic foundation for this topic is laid by Jason Lowry in a thesis prepared at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Lowry defines Bitcoin not as a means of payment, but as a this is kind of silly, security technology. Damn, you're getting a little bit too militarized sailor kind of definition for Bitcoin. According to the approach, Bitcoin's true value lies not in its blockchain ledger, but its proof of work mechanism. This is because the mechanism makes a signal generation in cyberspace costly, thus transferring the classic deterrence theory to the digital world. The defensive perspective of Bitcoin has gained even more importance, especially in the light of geopolitical tensions in the Indo-Pacific region. In recent years, an indirect competition has emerged between the U.S. and China over Bitcoin mining and assets. Don't forget Iran as well. Right now is getting the most cheapest Bitcoin due to their infrastructure, which now we're starting to destroy. Right. It's funny, I don't believe in coincidences.
Stupid!
The U.S. has risen to leading position. Speaking of which, guys, there's more infrastructure that blew up today. We're going to get into that, of course, in the X. Yeah, the real news platform over on X later. The U.S. has risen a leading position in the global Bitcoin hash rate. The U.S. government is estimated to hold approximately 328,000 Bitcoin. China, on the other hand, is believed to hold 190,000. And again, these numbers haven't really changed at all. All right, well, there you go, guys. I don't know. I think it's all just a scapegoat to try to get this bill passed. I mean, that's just what it seems like to me. Again, we've already had the quotes weeks ago, of course, reiterating Bitcoin and crypto assets are a threat to national security if we do not, of course, keep up with the rest of the world. Solana is becoming an on-chain NASDAQ. Banks fund Crypto Otaku ads across Washington as over 3,000 banks unite to stop the Clarity Act passing the Senate. That's been going for a while. Some of these are really silly too. If you ever listen to them and you actually are a crypto enthusiast or a Bitcoiner, it's kind of silly what they're saying in those ads. Joining the dots, 60% of the Swift listed banks have a connection with Ripple. Monthly active addresses explode on Binance. Dogecoin. Can transaction volume of $800 a minute fuel Doge's price? No, probably not. It's all opium and fun articles for the most part, of course, on cryptonews.net. Let's take a look at CoinDesk to see if there's any breaking headlines today as well. What you or I may have missed. All right. Just get out of here, man. Why you gotta do this to me every day? Every damn day. I can't close you. I can't close your damn shit. Jesus. Get out of there. Okay. Crypto's great hope in the Senate Clarity Act is still a pass to survive a tight calendar year. Yeah. It's really tight. I don't think we're gonna. At the earliest now we're looking at July, and then we're running into like the midterms. It's going to be kind of pressed for time. Coinbase Advisory Board says the quantum computing threat is on the horizon. Crypto needs a plan. Yeah, we've been talking about that for months, year now. What else we got? Mob boss John Gotti, grandson, is headed to prison for $1.1 million. Some sort of related to crypto. Okay. We're still talking about the Polkadot and Aave exploits from last week. Nothing really else happening here. All right, on CoinDesk. Let's take a look over here on cryptonews.com. Google's quantum AI just spooked Ripple into building a 2-year dispense plan for XRP. Should the holders be worried? I don't know. I don't think they've ever had a hard fork either for XRP. Maybe they should be worried. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's a cause of concern just yet. Tether minted $1 billion USDT. This is what I'm talking about. This is just $1 billion, of course, added to the market cap of Tether. So we can get into that. I talked about that last night. We were, of course, just kind of discovering it as it broke. Tether just dropped $1 billion as an USDT on Ethereum, just as the meme coin C in the chain is heating up. Arkham Intelligence flagged the event as just shortly after Bitcoin pushed past 76,000. Following this, the total USD supply, T supply, now stands at about 193 billion. What? Dominating the 320 billion by size and 58%. So I guess they're getting ready for a bigger push. So they need, of course, to have those assets ready to go. Is Tether 1 billion USDT mint a reliable liquidity signal for on-chain trading? USDT holders accumulation ratio sits at a 57.6% above the 50% threshold that indicates the next accumulation by holders. On-chain Lens noted the mint is a precursor to heightened on-chain activity, with tokens expected to flow rapidly towards exchanges and DeFi platforms once deployed. Transaction volume data reinforces the dominant picture. USDT's volume is $484 billion already, surpassing USDC's $319 billion, a $164 billion gap that reflects USDT's stranglehold, of course, on infrastructure. Yeah. I was hoping to get a little bit more juice out of it, but nothing there. I want an opinion piece, man. Let's say, okay, all this money sitting in USDT right now, going to be just sitting there, or are we seeing an outflow? It seems like we're seeing an outflow, an increased interest in crypto up until now. And we hit what was it, 2.63 trillion, and then of course outflow into stables, but not leaving crypto entirely. That's what it looks like to me. All right, anything else happening? Not really feeling anything here, guys. Ethereum price prediction: Singapore's largest bank launches gold on Ethereum. Spot Bitcoin ETFs near 1 billion in weekly inflows. Of course, the best stretch since mid-January. And that's when everyone, of course, was doing tax sell-off and then rolling it into Bitcoin ETFs. Bitcoin price prediction: Iran war goes on. Crypto can't catch a break. Yeah, we just can't catch a break. That's for sure. Okay, that's about it. Nothing else hitting the headlines. Cardano crypto hooks 24% cents. And a bunch of other hopium articles there. All right. Anything else? My Sailor teases bigger Bitcoin buy days after floating monthly dividends. Of course, he's not going to stop buying Bitcoin. It's of course going to continue on growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. All right. I think that's all we got from there. Strategy co-founder Michael Saylor hinted at another large Bitcoin purchase a week after the company disclosed that it bought another $1 billion of Bitcoin the second week of April. Disclosed last Monday they acquired 13,900 Bitcoin for $1 billion. Yes, now holding, you guys, we covered it on Monday. Over 800,000 tokens. And yeah, they're going to be, of course, pushing stretching stretch. Yeah, to pay everyone twice a month for their stretch product. All right. Hedge funds adding risk as a equity market prime to enter 18 to 24 month period that could be the best we've ever seen, says Fundstrat's Tom Lee, not the alien in the picture.
What are you, stupid?
Oh, cheers, guys. Cheers. I wish there was more news. We got movement, though. Looks like Gwei is moving down about 3%, 2%. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Gwei. Why you Gwei? The question, of course, is why you not Gwei? Why you not Gwei? Right now, sitting at 1 cent 19 on Gwei. Tempting to break out tonight. Did we get an all-time high? No, we didn't. We have a lot of wicks back up there. This has been the steady growth, leading to a new all-time high, though. If we continue this run tonight, it is parabolic, though. Of course, we are more looking like a pullback. I have a little bit thrown at this right now. I'm not sure what my exit is. I think my exit's like 132 or something like that. Again, going back to some of these wicks back here, just edging right on that top of that wick right there. 132. Yep, 132. All right, that's of course Gwei happening right now. Let's get back to the news. A hedge fund adding risk as equity market prime to enter the 18 to 24 month period that could be one of the best we've seen, says Fundstrat's Tom Lee. Stocks could be entering a powerful multi-year rally as the hedge funds increase exposure and retail investors begin to move cash off the sidelines. According to the Fundstrat head of research, Tom Lee, in a newest CNBC interview, Lee says investors are turned to cautious during the buildup of tensions with Iran, but sentiment has since improved as the downside geopolitical risks appear more contained. It seems like the general, from my perspective, and I really don't like this because there's so much destruction of global infrastructure around the world disregarding the Middle East. But from what I understand from how the market is taking this, is that we're blockading the strait that's already been blockaded by Iran. And because we're there, it's pretty much a guaranteed victory. That's basically how the stock market is acting right now. The other stuff, right? The global infrastructure, keeping all these all the oil and flows down and everything. I don't know what the hell. We're gonna of course cover that again, and then the Real News Platform X. A lot of tinfoil hat stuff happening, guys. I don't know why people aren't talking about that. I think investors got very cautious into the buildup of the war. Many stocks held by retail were getting hit, especially software stocks, and the Mag 7 had been falling. Investors viewed the start of the war at the time to be a risk, take the risks off the table, which was very different than what we saw last year ago when investors were buying into the tariff flows. Now I think the downside tail risks have been removed for the war. Hedge funds have been in early, and they've been adding risk, and then we can confirm that from talking to our clients that I think that it's now for retail investors are beginning to take money off the sidelines and buy in on stocks. Lee says the improving earnings estimates and relative strength of the U.S. economy could continue attracting global capital into equities. I'd still be overweight U.S. because if you think about where the innovation comes from, it's in tech, it's in healthcare, it's in financial services or fintech, and that's really U.S. companies. He says there was an argument the U.S. and PE should derate, but the war has exposed the U.S. multiple should be going up. I think it's still going to be a very tricky year because we have a new Fed chair coming in, but once we're through that, the next 18, 12, 24 months could be one of the best we've ever seen. Of course, it's coming from Tom Lee, not myself. But I kind of agree with him. I think that this cycle is going to be surprising a lot of people when it doesn't, of course, play out the way it normally does.
We're going to win so much.
All right, let's get back into anything else from Daily Huddle. I do love this website when it's giving us juice, man. When it's giving us juice like that one. There's not enough stock to buy. So BlackRock's Rick Reader touts the market technicals amid an equity rally. Yeah, so let's see what he has to say. Of course, we've had plenty of video footage of Rick Reader here on the channel when he was, of course, leading the way at one point to replace Kevin Warsh for Fed chair, but of course he lost. BlackRock's Rick Reader say equities are surfing off amazing technicals amid recent all-time highs. In a new interview with Bloomberg Television, Rick Reader, the financial giant's chief investment officer, CIO, the global fixed income, outlines that he thinks that it's driving the recent market rally. The technicals in the equity market are extraordinary, and the equities numbers are coming in through that are very powerful. And now you look at the U.S. economy, and the primary drivers are doing quite well. You look at the tech, you look at the earnings growth, and I was looking at some of these semis, and you're looking at 97% earnings growth year over year. I mean, unbelievable, powerful numbers. Of course, retail can't handle this shit, guys. We can't. And then you look at the high-end consumer and that consumption, retail sales. When you break it all down, it looks pretty darn good for the high-end consumer, though.
What are you, stupid?
You're not paying attention to us, guys. Rick Reader notes the positive earnings materialized during a period of time when nobody wanted to buy stocks. And we're going to buy back $1 trillion of stock this year, says Rick Reader, of course, on behalf of BlackRock. So actually, there's not enough stock to buy, according to him. Yeah, of course, talking about the SP 500 right now sitting at record highs. Let's take a look at that real quick, since I am reminded of it. A little bit down off highs right now. Coming down the trend line. Guys, this is crazy how it's respecting this trend line still. This is the trend line we originally ripped up back in 2024 when President Trump won the war.
What are you, stupid?
When he won the candidacy for president. Okay, whatever. 2024 presidency. Yeah, we just still kind of ripping on here. We can still come back quite a damn bit. But if we continue to print, there's very little likelihood we're going to go down because we're literally just following inflation at that point. I haven't showed this in a while, but yeah, when the money printer goes burr, guys, that's where you can clearly see that assets are, of course, appreciating faster than dollars. Very, very simple. Very simple. If you guys don't understand this, I really, really recommend you, of course, do a little bit of research into what is inflation. I point you towards Robert Breedlove. Yeah, he got me up to speed in 2020 when we had all that free time. That's what I was doing. All right. So we're just tracking inflation. What else is new? Michael Saylor's strategy acquires, $1 billion of Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay, we're moving on. The store is open, guys. If you want to grab any merch, but I'd rather you hit the like and subscribe down below. Please hit the buttons down below. If you want to check out the merch store, the link is in the description below. All right, guys. Let's get to real news over on X. Yes, we're gonna catch up with real news over on X. There we go. All right, let me catch up with you guys in the chat real quick, just quickly though. I'll get the perpetual divers. How are you doing tonight? Can't pump the crypto market if it's all going into the S&P 500? Exactly. Can't. That's where all of the capital's been going for years. For years. Of course, Nvidia leading the way. Yeah, John Doe says Iran blocks Strait USA controls harbor ports. Rip the tinfoil hat Tuesday. Maybe one day it'll come back, John. Maybe one day. All right, let's get back to the real news over on X. What else do we have tonight? All the other, besides all the infrastructure blowing up, which we're going to get to. Round trip now from New York to Shanghai. Next month starts around $1,039. A 5-star hotel averages about $124 to $138 a night. And an MRI in Shanghai is roughly $99. That's right. To get an MRI in another country, other than ours, it's only $100 effing. That means you can now do a trip to for around $1,400, fly all the way to China, get a 5-star hotel, and get an MRI, and it would still be cheaper than getting it in the States. It's so stupid, guys. We're so screwed.
What are you, stupid?
Yeah. It is literally cheaper to fly to China, stay in a 5-star hotel, and get an MRI, and fly back than it is to get a scan in the United States with insurance. Yeah, we're done. We're done, so guys. We're done. We got to get out. We can't all leave the country at once. We get some mass exodus. We can't do that. But if you're smart enough to leave, do it while you can. All right, JP Morgan Chase will now accept Bitcoin as collateral, from worthless to bank grade collateral, now officially by JP Morgan Chase.
Form of collateral, which it sees as less volatile as the underlying currency. However, I'm told that certain hedge fund managers and asset managers are demanding more of these types of crypto services. Although, again, I'm told that offering Bitcoin and Ether as collateral for trading is not imminent at the firm. While many...
All right. Lawrence Lepard says, fix the money, fix the world, of course. Yeah, I think I showed this one to you guys earlier. We're going to, of course, can't stop, won't stop printing that money. U.S. banks are currently facing unrealized losses of $306 billion. Yeah, it's not looking good for the banks. Yeah. Okay. What else? Yeah, the pipeline in Harapur, Pakistan, 8 dead, including children. Massive fireball engulfs homes. Energy infrastructure is burning worldwide. Are you still a coincidence theorist? I sure as hell not. Time to wake up and smell the burning oil and the gas all over the world. Another day, another piece of infrastructure destroyed around the world. 10 refineries in just 21 days, 4 continents. Why is this happening? Why? I don't know. I have a theory. It's not a great theory. It's either we're trying to stifle innovation out of China because they're too far ahead, or we're trying to get some good excuse to really move forward with national security and going nuclear faster. Right, that's pushing nuclear faster, of course, through Congress. 10 oil refineries have blown up in 21 days. You have no idea what they just triggered. Since April 3rd, 10 oil refineries, power plants, energy facilities across the 7 countries have been destroyed by fires, explosions, and accidents. Russia, India, Australia, Mexico, Romania, Texas, all lost major, of course, levels of infrastructure in the last 21 days. All right, I've been covering this every day now. It's getting ridiculous, guys. It's getting ridiculous. Cynthia Lummis, of course, was seen today. We saw her on the sworn in of Kevin Warsh. And this is what she had to say.
I believe that digital assets should be incorporated into our financial industry so Americans have new investment opportunities and consumer protections.
Senator, digital assets are already part of the fabric of our financial services industry in the United States. Yes.
I believe that digital assets should be incorporated.
A very, very, very Fed-like answer. I believe it's already like that, ma'am. All right. Zama got a listing today on Bitpanda. Of course, shared this at the very beginning today, and I already traded it. It was a pretty good day. Made a few $100 today. Can't complain. All right. I think I made like $1,000 at the beginning of this morning. Just the morning alone. Ridiculous. Okay. What else we got? Breaking news on X. We're going to do some doom scrolling now, guys. Time to do some doom scrolling. The thing? Yeah, the thing. Yeah, doom scrolling. This American points out how insane tomato prices have gotten. I said the similar thing last year. I went to a local grocery store and I picked up a package of two tomatoes. It was in a piece of styrofoam, wrapped up, right? 2 fresh tomatoes and then a fucking can of tomatoes, and they both were priced at $2.50. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
What are you, stupid?
It's ridiculous. And obviously you could, fit those 2 tomatoes in the can. It's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you buy fresh? But a fucking can shouldn't cost $2.50 either. It should be 50 cents. That's what it was, of course, before COVID. All right. Anyway. 2 months ago, the same box was about $20. Last month was $29. Now it's $75.98 for a box of tomatoes. And of course, this is happening because of the energy, right? The energy prices, and we can't get shipments of fertilizer. And all, of course, having, of course, an effect on exports and imports. Tomatoes are out of control, man. It's a good time to stop eating tomatoes, especially if you have, I don't know, issues with your GI. Okay.
What are you, stupid?
Since digital assets are being woven into the fabric of the financial system, I look forward to the Federal Reserve Chair not only understands crypto, but also embraces it, of course, coming from Cynthia Lamas. A large fire just broke out in an oil tanker in Colombia, Mexico. Another one, guys, 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. Ridiculous. $1,000 in fiat versus Bitcoin. Yeah. And over time, this is what it got you. It got you, of course, less and less of purchasing power with the dollar. Yes. And it happened pretty quickly. Every day, guys. Every day you are losing. I think it's like 0.25%. Maybe a tenth of a percent. But by the end of the year, of course, you're looking at 10 to 15% loss of your purchasing power as, of course, this spins. It goes faster. Hyperinflation is coming for the dollar eventually. All right. Anything else? Iran just rolled a Koromashar. I can't pronounce that one. Ballistic missile into the middle of Tehran's Revolution Square for everyone to see. 2,000-kilometer range, heavy warhead used in real strikes against Israel. Iran's message is not cryptic at all. They are ready. Okay, Trump extended the ceasefire, but of course rejected any sort of deals right now. This is getting out of control. Energy infrastructure across the globe is exploding one after the other. Everyone's talking about this all over crypto Twitter, guys. There's videos. There's people talking about it everywhere. WF strikes again. 10 full bomb tankers in Hamalan. Myanmar. We talked about this one actually last night. So this one I believe is still old. That one, of course, occurred yesterday. United States Representative Sheila Surface, a Democrat of Florida, has officially resigned after being charged with stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. Yikes. What else happened in crypto Twitter? Give me something crypto, damn it. Where's all the crypto news?
You stupid?
I know. All right. A rental company with $25 billion in debt just exploded 600% in a month because 2 investors own over 100% of the stock. All right. Come on. Give me some crypto moves, man. Come on, bull theory. People think that Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin, never fucking dead. You can probably give it the craziest Mario hell shooter thing ever, and yeah, it'll never die. Nope. All right. Donald Trump watching me while I without insider trader information. Yeah. Look at him trying to. They were doing so much better when I told everyone to buy on my World Truth platform last year. I told you guys when to buy. You guys should have bought it. Senator Elizabeth Warren, are you refusing to tell us if you have investments vehicles set up by Edward Epstein? She was trying everything, of course, to pretty much link anything she possibly could criminally to, of course, the new Kevin Warsh, a new Fed chair. Also asking, of course, about crypto on the opening statements. What else we have? ECB, Christine Lagarde, European Central Bank chief, warns of possible food rationing due to the fertilizer disruptions. 1/3 of the fertilizer will be shipped through the Strait of HORMUZ. That is a risk. That is all at risk right now, of course, for Europe.
Now, that is also at risk.
Everything's at risk. All right. What else? Me casually at dinner with my friends and family and ask how my Bitcoin investment is going. Yeah, it's going up forever, Laura. You know the. I probably don't need to play.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right.
Breaking armed with rifles. 2 suspects pulled off 7 hours ago. $1.8 million heist on Brink's armored truck in Philadelphia. Okay. You need to be paid $10,000 a week to be having the sense paying pen and power as a kid working at McDonald's in July of 1971. Let that sink in. You need to be paid $10,000 a week in order to have the same purchasing power as someone working in McDonald's in 1971. Yeah. Okay. Anything else happening? New York sues Coinbase and Gemini. That's kind of breaking. New York has filed a lawsuit against Coinbase and Gemini for alleged violations of state law, according to the court rules records cited by Reuters. And that seems about it. Oh, man. Europe has lost. President Vladimir Putin has ordered the Russian government to look into halting all energy supplies to Europe. Oh man. Yeah, and of course, they're one of the biggest producers still left over there. A few minutes ago, a major fire currently explosion, Bawai Ghati Station and Faizabad, Punjab, Pakistan. Of course, this is all infrastructure over in the Middle East. Anything else? There's another one in Texas, Eole, Texas. I think that's how you pronounce that. South Korea cryptocurrency trade is an e-sport. We covered this before. Toppling in 2019 on Bitcoin. That's old news. Pokemon trading cards exploded in value with new tokenization model, and that I believe is still being built on Sui, guys. Yeah, don't forget Sui's still gonna have that. I think project locked in. All right. Anything else? I think that's it, guys. I think we're exhausted with the news. Very light on the news today, as you can tell. Very light on the news. Let's get into the normie searches, guys. But before I do, let's catch up with you guys in the chat and move on to the trends. Move on to, of course, the search history for the normies tonight. Get back to the chat. How we doing? Iran blocks the Strait. USA controls the harbors and ports. Yes, RIP. We are screwed, says Strawberry Dragons. So much doom. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. Just drink a little bit more Tito's. Just a little bit more Tito's. Just a sip. Just a little sip. Just a little bit. There we go. It's gonna be okay, guys. It's gonna be fine. Strawberry. What have I always told you, Strawberry? You're lucky to have a job still, by the way. But yeah, you know it. Just chill.
Just chill out. Drink a 7-Up. Eat a moon pie. Quit murdering people.
Yeah, just don't wake up and start stabbing your your husband. All right, moving on. You guys aren't happy enough. I'm telling you. You guys are not happy enough. Joy, if she was here, you would know. All right. Getting, of course, into the normie searches for the day. The day after 420. The day after Hitler's birthday, guys. 421. Normies, of course, typically only look up 3 things, guys. We grade them on a traditional grade scale, A through F, of course, based on how they do search. If they're, of course, they're looking up anything relative to our space whatsoever, or financial. I give them a little bit of credit for geopolitical. Anything, of course, pertaining to what's happening in the real world and not in the distraction land. Let's see what they're looking up today. Usually it's only 3 things: sports, video games, and celebrities. Yeah, let's see. Virginia redistricting. Real Madrid, sports. Alan Osmond. I don't know. Celebrity? Question mark. Claudia Dumit. Hardee's. Probably bankruptcy. Hardee's is also affiliated with Carl's Jr., right? We just heard that Carl's Jr. is filing for bankruptcy this year. Chris Brown's Usher tickets. Brighton versus Chelsea. Sports. Normies love their sports. All this is a sports review today. Social Security office disruptions. People are, of course, worried about their SNAP, right? Their SNAP and, of course, their benefits. Mike Tomlin, Pumas, sports for you. Kevin Warsh, ding, ding, ding. We at least got one today.
We're going to win so much.
We got at least one interesting thing, of course, happening today. The normies are actually looking up. NATO fighters intercepted Russian military aircraft over the Baltic Sea. Sheila Surfius McCormick, sports. Angels Landing. Padres versus Rockies, of course, sports. Michael Jackson movie. I think that comes out this week, this Friday, I think. Jimmy Kimmel and Bruins. All right, that's it. That's all we get. The normies, of course, looking up nonsense as always. I'll give them an F flat. They had a couple things in there. Just, of course, out of 20, man, that's really bad. That's really bad. Of course, getting an F every day. The normies. Let's take a look and see how Bitcoin has handled on the normie searches today against the other days. Actually, one of the worst days we've had in the last 7 overall on the index. Yep, the lowest peak we've had, but still high. Still high. 68. But overall, yeah, nothing quite like it was back on Sunday. Nothing quite like that still. Or was that Saturday? That's a Saturday, Friday. I don't remember. Okay. Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. Okay, moving on. Ethereum versus Doge versus Bitcoin versus XRP and Solana. Another really big push today for everyone else outside of Bitcoin. This is the second day in a row we've actually seen a lot of chop, a lot of high interest right on the open for XRP and Ethereum right on the open. We saw a little bit more out of Solana yesterday, but it is a little bit upper. Of course, Doge not doing a damn thing on the lows. I think in general this just means that we're probably just getting less and less searches for Bitcoin overall on the day in the last 2 days. I would imagine. I can't imagine that XRP and Ethereum are searched that much. Maybe they are. On the index, of course, against each other. All right. So that's it, guys. I wish there was more news. I really do. Bitcoin currently sitting at 76,200, 300. Still respecting 300. Let's do a double check, of course, on the order books and see where we are landing right now into the morning, of course, foreign market open. But as of right now, we are still stuck in a pretty clear channel. We're almost right down the center of our new parallel channel. We made a new leg up in the month of April. All right, and towards the end of the month of April too, continuing the legs up. It only takes about 2 weeks, guys, to print a bottom. Usually, you have good momentum, you make a new bottom, you can move up. We still haven't really consolidated. I wouldn't be surprised if we come down here and just test the 72, 73, but probably not before Friday. Or it could happen on Friday just to keep the bears in play. Again, Max Payne comes to the bears on Friday. The bears, of course, if we do push Bitcoin higher than it is right now, 76,000 is going to be a battleground for the bears. They're going to get completely liquidated if we keep them outside of that range before Friday. Same thing with the bulls. The bulls are, of course, going to get Max Payne right around 72K. So it's going to be kind of a, I don't know, a cat's cradle or something. The dogs and the cats living together for a little bit of harmony right down the center. I would imagine if they want to play this right, send it down to about 74K. They'll keep the bottom here from back on the 19th. That would be probably the best case scenario for both parties, of course, involved in the options expiry event on Friday. All right, let's get into it. Of course, where's Bitcoin likely going to go tonight? As I do every single night with 99% accuracy at this point. It's ridiculous. We'll see. We'll see where it's going. Huge buy level right there, about 75.37. Of course, long, short. We are getting a little bit in the last hour or two, a little bit of bullish activity happening here on the daily. Just want to quickly zoom in there real quick because we already went over this all this earlier. But this has, of course, started to occur since I started the live stream. So we are getting a little bit starting to peak out there. I would not be surprised at all. This continues into the evening. But as of right now, it's really a short time frame. We're literally talking about like 2 hours of buying. Just, of course, printed here on the daily order book. All right, on the daily time frame. So yeah, sitting about right down the middle right now of a parallel channel that we're stuck in. We're kind of close to the high right now. We can still come back down. And if we do fall down, we're going to probably be caught right away at the 75.7 or 75.8 range. If I look in a little bit closer here, I think it's 73. I got to go back in there again. I'll find the bottom. All right, so stuck in this channel. If we do lose some of this ground, of course the bears are going to try to keep us pinned at that. I think that was the 76.7 from last night. 76.8 on Bitcoin. So we're about $500 away from that price action right now. They're going to probably keep us at least trying to pin us somewhere down the middle here. 76 75.3, I would imagine. 75.3 and 76.8. All right, so that's kind of our range right now on the short term. Let me catch up with you guys in the chat. Let's figure out where Bitcoin's going to go into tomorrow morning like we always do. All right, of course, if you guys didn't catch the opening, yeah, winning dog winning.
We're gonna win so much.
Of course, calling for baseline, bear, and we got pretty much baseline this morning, right on, of course, the nose. A little bit of a sell-off this morning, and of course, we're pretty much right back to where we started anyway. And typically what happens is we get a yin-yang trade, right? Yin-yang trade, of course, meaning that we are going to have a little bit of a reversal with, Japan, China, Germany, Asia in general, just given a giant dip on a silver platter, of course, to buy if they wanted to. All right, so again, because of where we are in just a few days, I'd imagine they're going to be a little bit safer. We have, of course, seen them go pretty much sideways here recently, getting closer to the end of the month. All right, we're going to do it, guys. Crypto Chaos Magic. Let me clear the board and get going for tonight. If you guys haven't seen me do this before, I do everything based on the psychology of the market. We just went through, believe it or not, all of the data we needed. Pretty much. When you look at the psychology of the market, the overall sentiment, it's doing okay, even though pretty much we have the fire around the world, and every single oil refinery is in smoke and flame for no reason, other than maybe a false flag operation. Forming some sort of global economic crisis manufactured similar to COVID.
What are you, stupid?
Okay, I went a little too far. But it seems like that's what's happening right now. Get the wool over our eyes, guys. Don't believe anything you hear anymore. Let's get back to the chat. Capital with you guys. How you doing? Cliff's got a link for us. We are screwed, says Strawberry. We're gonna be fine, Strawberry. We're gonna be fine. Just breathe. Just breathe. You had a couple days now to relax. Relax a little, of course, with the holiday. If you guys celebrated the holiday. All right. Why can't I open this link? It will not let me open this link. I think my chat's broken, guys. All right. Usually I can click at the link. It will not let me click at the link. Oh, it's because yeah. Okay, it's gonna just blow up my computer now. I'm gonna crash my computer. No. Oh, what did I do?
What are you, stupid?
Oh no, what did I do? Link is loading. Link is loading. All the links are loading now. Shit. As soon as they come through, I'm probably gonna crash my computer. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, I think I got it. I had to force quit my browser. All right. Let's see what Cliff's got for us tonight. What we got, Cliff? Breaking Iranian guard just took the Ayatollah hostage. Generals are blocking peace talks, holding their own negotiators hostage with the while the economy collapses. No one's calling the shots. A coup is in the works. U.S. warships stacking the region. One wrong move and it all ignites. I do like this doom you got for us. Let's
Fox News alert: bridge and power plant day could now be any day of the week. A fierce power struggle breaking out in Iran. And President Trump showing a lot of patience. 47 says U.S. airstrikes have seriously fractured the regime. So Pakistan asked us to hold off on BNP Day until Iran can get it together. Tonight, there could be a coup. No one knows who's calling the shots. Vance, Witkoff, and Kushner were supposed to leave for Islamabad, but they never took off. Because the Iranian delegation never took off. Which is suspicious because this morning, Trump said the gay Ayatollah authorized the deal.
They just got the okay to go forward, which I knew they were going to do anyway. I mean, I don't think they had a choice. They have to negotiate. And, you know, the one thing I'll say is this: Iran can get themselves on a very good footing if they make a deal. They can make themselves into a strong nation again, a wonderful nation again. They have incredible people. But they seem to be, you know, bloodthirsty.
So the gay Ayatollah told his ministers wheels up, but the military said not so fast. We're basically looking at another Iranian hostage crisis. This time they've taken themselves hostage, and therefore the negotiations. The IRGC won't agree to sign over the Strait and the uranium, and they're the only votes that matter because they're the ones with the guns.
All right. So thanks again, Cliff, for the update. I appreciate it, my friend. Love you, Cliff. I love you. All right. Also got some clips from Braveheart and Ben in the chat. No, just more clips. More Cliff. Cliff, you're overtime tonight. Damn. David Wilcox podcast 2 days ago, he said it was graceful for being alive. Acknowledge how many researchers have been killed and suicided. We talked about that last night, I believe, on our open mic, about how all these scientists are dying. There's reported like a dozen or 24 scientists now, of course, killed in the last 2 years. All right. What else we have here? Cliff, my oil long is still in the red, says Braveheart. That makes sense. I cannot explain it. Is that the Illuminati? Is that a new logo? It looks pretty cool. Yeah, the Illuminati. All right. So what is this? Very important. The rules are body and spiritual principles.
Follow in order to be allowed to exist. Now, what do I mean by allowed to exist? I mean that they are aware that there are benevolent forces that will prevent them from achieving their goals unless we give them permission to enslave us. Ultimately, the universe is intelligent, alive, and conscious, and it is benevolent. It is a benevolent consciousness. That consciousness does not allow the negative to succeed unless it is invited. So the Cabal has made a science, a very elaborate science, out of studying these arcane, occult, magical principles that allow them to get away with what they do. So
obey, consume, yes. They live. All right. We're gonna do chaos magic now, guys. We gotta do it. It's time. We cannot hold back with the ritual. It must, of course, continue every day as ordered by the Chaos Gods. Chaos, Lady Chaos herself. All right, let's do it. Of course, first step to chaos magic for my ritual. Light the Bitcoin candle. Boom. Place it on the altar. Do this, of course, every single night, guys. I keep putting carnelian on here because I want to be wrong. This is my hopes and dreams in this one crystal representing. I'm going to amplify that again with clear quartz. And I'm going to just throw some chaos on the board. Let's see. I guess the closest thing I got to me right now is about Bumblebee Tuna. We're going to put Bumblebee Jasper on there. Beautiful, of course. Very potent, very toxic. Let's see if we can get a little bit of chaos stirred up with that one. All right. All those are on the board represented. Of course, we'll make a sacrifice tonight. Of course, I'm going to sacrifice a 20. If I can find a 20. I got a 5. I got a 10. I got a 100. I got a 50. I got a $2 bill, which is already kind of half burnt. I had a little too much fun this morning with the Fed chair sworn in. Here we go. I got a 20. I got a 20 right here. Let's go. All right, let's see what the face of Jackson looks like today. Goodbye, Jackson. Thanks again for coming out and supporting the chaos, guys. I appreciate it as I burn up another $20 on my keyboard. Place it on the altar. Oh, chocolate! Chaos! And yeah, the ritual is complete. I am now an instrument of chaos. I will show you where Bitcoin is likely to go with 99% accuracy. It's ridiculous. All right, let's get the rest of this stupid shit out of here. Ugh. Put there to burn another day. Now, guys, this is record amounts of fiat have been just sacrificed on the channel. I don't even know. I did the tally. See how much is really there now. It's ridiculous. All right, guys, let's do it. Getting over there. I've got my ritual sticks in place. I'm ready to go. Let's rip. Bitcoin right now sitting in a bull flag here on the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and almost the hour. It's pretty much looking like it's going to, of course, print bull flag on the hour soon as well. Forward market just opened about an hour ago. And yeah, let's do this. Right now, wicking a little bit low. Starting to get a little bit of a red candle on the 15. What time is it? I still got about 8 minutes, 9 minutes for that one to print. All right, 9 o'clock. Let's sell this down a little bit. It's fine. Come back down to 76.3. Get a bounce off of there real quick. Baseline target, of course, we're doing first. It's 930. Yeah, going into about 76. Maybe a little bit more chop leading up to it. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. I haven't done this in a while. It doesn't matter either way. We're right either way. But why not? Just throw a pennant on there on the bull flag. Let's respect this a little bit until right about here. We'll see a breakout. 76,600 on our base case scenario. Right around 10 o'clock, seeing a little bit of a price reaction. 76,700, 700, 800. That might be, of course, where we stop. Right around 10 o'clock, gets a correction. See if we can come down a little bit more for a correction here, and then another bounce. One last bounce right around midnight. I'm too far zoomed in. I'm not doing justice on this timeline. There we go. Let me do this one more time. There we go. About midnight, another push here. Maybe we touch 77. Get rejected, and then one more last push right around 1 o'clock in the morning to 77.3. That's sort of the highest I'm going to give our baseline target, because we're always going to recorrect. Yeah, right around 3 o'clock, selling that off. Losing that area, going to be coming back down to about 76.8, and maybe a little bit higher than we are today. Again, guys, I just want, and I said this yesterday in our bull case scenario, I just want to see 76 flipped into support. We're actually a little high, in my opinion, going into the open on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Wow. All right, that's our baseline target, of course, for this evening. Pretty much going back to where we are now, just keeping sideways chop. A little bit of a good time for the foreign market open, and then settle in, of course, before. It's a nothing burger, basically. A big Bart Simpson of price action for the last 12 hours of trading. Okay, a bear case scenario. We're going to send this bitch down to the trend line again. We're going to take a little bit longer to do that. Maybe by midnight, losing that, hitting a bit lower, and then losing that to about 74.3. Maybe there's some more Ayatollah news. I don't know. We'll do a couple chops here until we finally break a little bit and get above 75 for the morning open on Wednesday. It's gonna be a bear case scenario for tomorrow. Why does it look so choppy, man? I guess I'm not zoomed out enough. All right, I got the time frames in right. Yeah, 9 a.m. Yeah, that's weird. Trading View's been doing a lot of weird stuff lately. All right, then of course I'm gonna do our bull case scenario. Bull case tonight. We're gonna touch the top of our parallel channel. See if we just rip this up here. 78,800. 78,800. We're just gonna stop there. And again, anytime we can flip 76, maybe we can get a little bit of a bounce to 76.8. Maybe try to keep 77 into support for the morning open. Gonna lose that anyway, but the closer, of course, we continue to chop to 76 and leave that as support. The closer we get, of course, we'll break out above the 70. I mean, the high 80s, or the low 80s to high 80s into next week. At the Bitcoin conference, this is going to be legendary because that's usually not the case. The highs for the year usually are not on the Bitcoin conference. All right, let's see what else we got going on for Super Bear and Super Bull case scenarios. Again, Super Bear sending it all the way down to, yes, right on time, on schedule. Jake the Snake's target. Of course, every time I look down.
Oh, hail the king of Ohio, Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake. Yes, of course, still calling for about $58,000 Bitcoin. And I want it to happen. I want to buy it. I want to buy it, Jake. I want to pick up another Bitcoin down there, but I just do not believe it's going to occur. All right, yeah, Jake's down there sitting on his pillow, his lint throne, I guess his lint pillow, filled with lint. The golden pocket still has been touched since we've created it back in February, March, and yeah, nothing else has really gone there. The Super Bear target, of course, always going back to the worst possible outcome on a single day. We have a record low, right? The record candle for the low on the low end for a red candle for the day has been about $13,000. Actually, no, I think it was actually $20,000 now on that 2.5 event. We had a record candle. So where are we at right now? We're about 76,000. That's not out of the question, not out of the cards. Last time we did this, we just dipped our toes into the golden pocket. I still think it'll take about 10 days to get through that golden pocket if we even approached even close to it. But yeah, we're gonna send this down either way. I'm way beyond. Okay, yeah. Realistically, all we can really do is touch the bottom of the golden, on the top of the golden pocket. That's it. On our super bear case scenario, I can't even entertain that, Jake. I can't even entertain it right now. We gotta pull back so much more until we're talking about hitting 55, 58 again. All right. Catch up with the king before I forget. Otaku can clap without his hands. You're not supposed to tell anyone that, Jake. I told you that in confidence. Oh, jeez. All right. I'll get back to the chat here in a second. That's our super bear target. The super bull case scenario would send Bitcoin right now to about $86,000. $86,000 with a rip to the upside. Pull back to maybe about 80,000 flat. Why not? All right, in our super bull case scenario. Everything, of course, now suggested to the universe. This is how Crypto Chaos magic works. And now we're, of course, going to give you my insight. Where do I think it's really going to go? Realistically, I think it's going to probably do, again, baseline bear. I don't want to be wrong. I keep telling you guys. I keep putting Carnelian on here to, make my dreams come true. It just hasn't been working here lately. Maybe I have to really want it. Nope, probably not going to get it. All right, so that's all I got for you tonight, guys. I hope we get baseline bear. I hope we don't. I hope we don't. I'm tired of winning.
You're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
I am. I'm tired of winning. Let's not do that. Let's go to 77,000. Now that would still be baseline. Let's go to 79,000. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Let's just go above the bull case scenario. Again, realistically, we're probably going to be a baseline bear again. All right, let me catch up with you guys in the chat. Braveheart McFreedom, my computer that I have bought in 2025 won't even start now. The gay Ataltola, the high quality newscasting Walter Cronkite would be rolling over his grave right now. What the hell? Braveheart, yes, Brave will burn us like dumpster fire. Oh my god. Strawberry! It's gonna be fine. Are you still down on Rave? I made another $250 today on Rave. It was actually I was actually pretty surprised. So quick little zip today from 1.3 cents to about 1.65, something like that. Okay, what do we got here in the chat? Easy says the Reanium was a gift from evil Hillary, but now we want it back. Speaking of the dumpster fires, where's the Royal Dumpster Fire Igniter? Well, you can borrow my lighter at any time. Of course, my Bitcoin pizza lighter. Thank God. All right. It hardly works now. I've been burning way too many things with that for way too long. Braveheart Film says, Strawberry, I made back all the money Rave stole from me. Yes! Huzzah! Of course, if you guys weren't hanging out with the Chaos crew, the last couple nights we've been trading Rave. It's been a doozy. It's been fun. I remember last night I made $40, and then I lost $100. So I ended up losing about $60 in the exchange. Made it all back today and then some. So I'm about $210 up now on Rave. Braveheart says, from me, I chased him down, I beat him up, took my money back. There you go. That's how you treat Rave these days. Just swapped my cookie down into XEN, and so now I can stake it as well. Nice. Happy to hear that. You guys are consolidating and doing the right thing. Just make sure you're throwing in the right assets. Seems like Braveheart's on the right track. Jasmine is my next. Bye, Felicia. Yeah. I actually had a conversation with Strawberry Dragons, of course, our favorite flavor of dragon. Today, I was talking about possibly rolling over my Jasmine as well into some other assets. Otaku can, I'm not gonna go into that again, Jake. Braveheart McFeeble says that there he is, ready to ignite all Ohio dumpsters. Yes. Braveheart McFreeble says, no, that's Phoenix Hoffman. How's it going, Phoenix Hoffman? Any Americans here? How do I join the We the Vote project? What are you talking about? We the Vote? I don't know what you're talking about, Phoenix. But welcome to the chaos, my friend. Welcome. I could definitely clap without my my hands. Clap with my feet. Come on, guys. Stupid.
Stupid?
All right. Sailor win 7.5%. Let's take a look and see what we're talking about here with Cliff. Cliffy boy, thank you so much Michael Star says, if I get 7.5% of the network, it's $10 million a coin. We'd top out at 7.5% and then slow down.
It won't get me 3.2. It'll probably get me 1% or less. And I'm thinking if I come up with a few $100 billion, I might, you know, what I've said is if we get to 5% of the network, Bitcoin's going to be $1 million a coin. If I get to 7.5% of the network, it'll be 10 million a coin. So think of it as I'm buying something getting exponentially more expensive using exponentially more money. And where do we top out? You know, I think we top out between 5 and 7.5%, and then we just exponentially slow down.
He's getting close.
I'm thinking that the next 50.
If he gets to 5%, I mean, that's basically 1 million Bitcoin, right? 7%, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay. But again, I didn't think he was going to be able to do it this fast. I thought he was going to be grinding it for the next 5-10 years, but they gave him an easy path to victory. Of course, Megastores created that original product, Stride. What was the first one? I forget. There's been so many long listing of products. It's like 3 years of crazy innovative products coming from Strategy to devise plans to, of course, purchase more Bitcoin. Yes, it's working. Why? Because
Bitcoin's powered by chaos.
Yes.
When Godzilla walks onto the playground, you know, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
And he's coming. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thanks again, for that one, Cliff. Oldie but a goodie. I think that's like 3 or 4 years old now. He doesn't wear that Bitcoin collar anymore. T-shirt. What else we have here? Because I got the balls to pay. What, Jake? Sweet yams. Show me the way. You talking about yams? What the hell? Crypto JPEG says we're dumping Jasmine now. Have to admit, it's been on my mind too. Yeah. I love Jasmine. I love the concept behind Jasmine. I've been holding the coin for way too damn long, about 4 years. I purchased it originally in the end of 2022. I think it's taken a little too long for my liking, right? A little too long for my liking, and I need working capital right now. I've made a F ton of money with you guys so far in the month of April. It's ridiculous. I mean, just $12,000. I made like $12,000 just this week or last week alone. Yeah, last week alone, 14 grand, something like that, and about 40 grand in the overall month so far. Well, not the overall month. It's been 4 weeks, the last 4 weeks, so about a month time frame. Okay. Anyway, John Doe is the first customer. Front row seats, says Jake the Snake. I'm tired of looking at stupid Jasmine. So I'm converting it into something else that offers high APR to start the recovery soon. I mean, Jasmine will have its day though, and we'll be, wishing we were back in it though if you get it. I'm just telling you, that's how it goes. John Doe says flapping and slapping. Jasmine is worth all the pico you can throw at it. Don't be fooled. There you go, Jake. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, all of the meme coins you can throw at Jasmine, it's definitely worth it. Because again, when Jasmine moves, it's explosive. And don't forget, Jasmine is also completely distributed. Has been completely distributed as well, in circulation for years, 2 years now, 3 years now. Heard all the Jasmine might be in the good spot of the smoothing green, really down, right? Says Cliff. Really down. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Smoothing green. Braveheart Freedom says let's LFG and Pico Rugulus. Investing number 101. Yeah, investing 101. Jacob Snake says Rugulicious. Fergalicious, make the degens go loco. Oh man. Braveheart Freedom says capital must be activated, not dead. There is a difference between patience and denial. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. You have any questions for me? Any coins you want to look at right now? Let me know. I got about 10 minutes to kill on the channel if you guys want to do anything. We are not having the live tonight. Of course, it is a Tuesday. I gotta start giving myself some time off, guys. I'm getting a little a little itchy. I'm actually back when I come back from Vegas. I'm actually gonna be getting a second job, so I'll be working during the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays. So I'm probably going to be requiring to take Sunday off from now on. We'll see when we get back from Vegas, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay. I think we're all caught up there. How are we doing with Gwei? While I wait for you guys to load up the chat with anything interesting. Looks like Gwei is still finding a little bit of support there. A little bit. Yeah, still attempting to stay on this trend line. It is probably going to start breaking down though. Could be a good opportunity to start buying some back in. I do have a little bag I bought today on some of the lows before we started ripping this afternoon. I think I'm up like $150 maybe where we're at now. Let me see. But I'm really waiting to buy a really big bag with some profits I got to take from ZBEC this week. I think I got to start doing it tomorrow, but I want to give it an extra day at least to lock in those long-term capital gain stacks rules. Let me see what we got in the chat. Jacob says, "Let's go van shopping." The last 10 minutes. Yes, let's go van shopping. So speaking of which. John and I were talking a little bit about that. Living in a damn van bound by the river. Yes. My name is Matt Foley, and I'm a motivational speaker. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's, of course, shout out to the late Chris Farley. I'm Matt Foley. You're going to be living in a van down by the river, eating government cheese. Yeah, I love it. Love Chris Farley. Yep. He was the best, man. He was the best back in the 90s. Pull up the marketplace. Oh, damn, Jake. No, I still like the idea you guys proposed last night on the Patreon live about getting the studio van. a van in a box. A studio in a box. It was in an MV 2000 or 200, and then there's like an MV... I have to have a Japanese car. I cannot drive an American car. I have never drove an American car. So NV 2500 I think is another one. So I can pull up some of these pictures real quick. And I found some closer to my area, and they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Again, made in Japan. Japan car, go very far. Go very far. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Turning it into a studio is going to definitely require some work. I don't know if I can actually, I got to build somewhere to sleep too. So it's got to have a place I can put in a loft. I've seen some of these here, the MV200. I've seen some of these converted where they have a pop-up that you attach to the sunroof. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this thing. I could do that. I don't know where I would go to outfit something like that or what it would cost, but these vehicles now used are roughly around 10 grand. So I'm all for it, guys. If I could find that, I would love to convert that. That'd be so much fun. All right, what else we got in the... Oh, it's a red... They made a red one? Shut up. Oh, the front door.
You stupid!
That's awesome. Camper van conversions, yeah, all that stuff. Let me see what you guys are reacting to in the chat. Living in a van down by the river. Yeah. Jacob Snake has got a clip here. Everyone's living in their cars nowadays too, guys. That's the thing Americans are doing.
That's nice. You look like a Helen.
God. Oh, I killed it!
Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman.
Tommy boy.
Let's say I go into some guy's office. Let's say he's even remotely interested in buying something. Well, then I get all excited. I'm like, Jojo, the idiot circus boy. With a pretty new pet. The pet is my possible sale. Oh, my pretty little
pets. You're naughty.
So I stroke it, and I pet it.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I love it. I love my little naughty pet. You're naughty. And then I take my naughty pet, and I go...
Oh, no! I killed it!
I killed my sale.
That's when I blow it.
That's when I blow it. That's when...
Love it. Thank you, of course, Jake. Blast from the past, Tommy Boy, late Chris Farley. Love it. You guys are nuts. Me when I trade too much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. When you trade too much and you try to make the market do what you want it to do and not what it's actually going to do, that's exactly what happens. 100%, Jake. 100%. Bitcoin wins shows incredible potential, says Cliff. Oh, jeez. Like right now, leading into the foreign market, 76,300. What is it? 4-star admiral before the Senate in Bitcoin shows incredible potential as a tool for the U.S. national security. Oh, yeah, like the article we read tonight. That's pretty much where this is stemming from, yeah.
Monetary strength that also includes monetary strength as well. You know, last year, the Chinese Communist Party's main monetary think tank published research on Bitcoin as a strategic asset. You know, this came after President Trump moved to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Admiral, how does leadership in Bitcoin impact leverage resilience, deterrence for Indo-PACOM against China? And do you think that a strategic Bitcoin reserve helps America compete against China?
Chain and a proof of work. And Bitcoin shows incredible potential as a computer science tool that through the proof of work protocols it actually imposes more cost than just the algorithmic securing of networks and our ability to operate. And Bitcoin is a reality. It is a valuable computer science tool as a power projection. And outside of the economic formulation of it, it has got really important computer science applications for cybersecurity.
Thank you. What recommendations do you have for us here in Congress on how the U.S. can lead on Bitcoin competition?
You know, I'd have to go deeper on that with you for the record, and I can go deeper on that case. But
I'm glad. I'm actually proud of him that he's able to go that far without the script. Is that the script there? I can't see underneath the little podium. Okay. Moving on. Of course, we read that article earlier. A lot of those quotes, of course, come from that video. Thanks again, Cliff, for bringing that video to us. Otaku wants to give away candy in a van. Oh my god! Come on,
you stupid!
The studio van, literally a studio van. Oh, geez, guys. What else? So we got to catch up in the chat real quick before we head out, guys. Callahan Auto Parts. Yeah, that was the name of the company. Ice Cream Candy Man Otaku. No Gamma. That's Black Sheep. Yeah, that's the movie with the falls down the hill. Yeah. In the fat guy little coat too. That's also, I believe, Black Sheep. The two you can go back and forth on because they're both featuring, of course, David Spade and Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy was just a little bit better. They both were great films. Little Podium Man, Jake. Oh, jeez. Yeah, visual representation on that on that sail was definitely 100%. Him falling down the hill. Yeah. Is meeting Crypto, says Gamma. Gee, sorrow. Poor Gamma. All right, guys. All right. I think that's it. It's a show over, guys. Yeah. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It's time, guys. It's time. Time to go the F to sleep. Wake up again. Do it all over again tomorrow. Yes. It's that time. Where is it? The thing. the thing. Can I not find it? I'm not allowed to go to sleep, I guess. This one, no. That one, no. Is it gone? What? I don't have it in there anymore. My bookmarks. There's no way. No way. Yeah. Go the F to sleep.
Audible Inc. presents
Time to go to sleep.
Go the Fuck to Sleep. Written by Adam Mansbach. Narrated by Samuel L. Jackson.
Time to go, guys. Time to go. Pretty soon home will be wherever the stream is.
Nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear.
Yeah.
Please go the fuck
Have a good night, guys. Later.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among the stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keys. Oh! In other words, let's make
Seeds slumber beneath the earth now. And the
I'm happy
crops
for
that
your
the
Starlink,
farmers
Brave.
will
I'm
reap.
happy for your Starlink.
No more questions.
Good-
This
good to hear,
interview's
good to hear.
over. I've got 2 words.
Later, guys. Later.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that will back down.
Bet.